Hi everybody, welcome back. Hope you're all keeping well. Now a little while ago it was my birthday and I was very lucky to receive one of these. This is a Murphy's Models Irish Rail Class 181. So let's head over, unbox it, have a look at it, get it running, fit a chip and see it running on the layout. Don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. The old thumbs up wouldn't go amiss. So here it is, Murphy's Models Class 181. Let's take it out of the box and have a look. There's the first glimpse of it. Now these are a model of a diesel electric loco that was first built in 1966. They're a diesel electric. They have, I think it's a 1100 horsepower diesel engine with electric traction. Now these are very, very delicate. There's a lot of fine detail on here, so I have to be really careful to take this out. Let's lift that out. Yep, there's a detailing pack there. Now I don't know about you, but for most of my locos, I never put the detailing pack on. That to one side, we've got the instructions. So that's just general instructions there. You see inside there's a head tail light selector switch, so you can run it with just the headlights on and no tail lights, or with both. And we've got the usual exploded diagram there of different parts. So we'll be taking it apart later to fit a decoder. I've just got a normal 21 pin decoder in. I may get the sound chips, they were just all out at the hobby shop at the moment. So when they come back in, I may just get one and turn it into sound. So let's pop these little bits of foam out, which are protecting the railing on there. Oh, it is so delicate. I know the same sort of railing is on my Class 121, and it is so delicate. So there it is there. It's the Iron Road Iron livery on there. Obviously Iron Road is Irish for Iron Road, so Irish Railways. And it's a lovely little model, plenty of detail. It's a Bobo configuration. Yeah, I'm not sure if both bogies are, it feels like both bogies are driven. Of course, for all it's worth, it's got spring buffers, normal couplings on them there. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously test it. I'm going to put it on my rolling road, run it on DC, for about 15 minutes either direction, just to make sure it's working. It's always good when you get a new loco, inspect it, make sure you're happy with it, there's nothing broken on it, and then run it in to make sure it works. Because if a loco doesn't work well on DC, it's not going to work on DCC. So important thing is run it in 15 minutes each direction, make sure it's okay, and then fit the decoder, and then run it on your layout. So I'll get set up the rolling road, and then we'll get it running. Bye. So there it is, it's sitting on my DCC Concepts rolling road. I've got a DC power supply, an old Gauge Master one, hooked up there. Let's give it some juice and see what happens. Yeah, it's running, it's stable. I'll put it up to about 50%. And we've got lights on at the front there. I'll just move the camera around so you can get a nice close look at this detail now. And we've got tail lights on there as well. So it's a lovely looking model. What I'm going to do now is just let that run for about 15 minutes. Then let it run in the opposite direction for about 15 minutes so I know it's all good and working. And then we'll come back, take it apart and pop a chip in. Right, I've taken the cab off. I didn't film it. It was not as simple as the instructions made out. I found the easiest way was when it was assembled is to slide this end off, so that's the end without the fan. Slide that end off, making sure you unclip the rails at either end or you're going to end up breaking them off. And then I was able to get in and squeeze at the bottom where the clips are to gently ease it off. So it wasn't that simple. If I could have taken these clips off, but they seem to be glued in place, these rails, then that would have been easier. I've bent them slightly, but they seem to go back into shape okay, these rails here. So slide the end off without the fan. So not that end, this end. And then you can gently get in there and squeeze the clips and gently do one followed by the other. So you've got these 4 clips here to either side. So that's out. Now we can remove the blanking plate. I'm just pull that straight up. So I'm just going to lever it out. Just being very careful. You don't damage anything. There we go. So it's 21 pin, that's the blanking plate. That will go back in the box that it came in, so I know where it is. I have just an ordinary rails 21 pin that I'm putting in for now. And so that will slot on there. So line up the pins. I think that's quite right. This is always tricky. There we are, it's seated. Just gently push it down. Don't force it, because you will break it. There we go. That's seated now. Chip's on now. The loco is number 186, so I'm going to program the chip as number 86. You can see there's the selector switches for the head and tail lights. I'm going to leave them as they are. So I'll program it, test to make sure it runs, and I'll put the cabs back on, and then we'll see it running on the layout. So I've got it running around on the layout now. So this model was made by Bachmann for Murphy's models, and the real engine was made by General Motors in the US. The first one being withdrawn, it was actually scrapped in 1998 after it was an accident in 91, I believe it was. And then the final one was withdrawn in November 2009, and it's preserved by the Irish Traction Group based on the West Clare Railway. Running around there also is my Irish Railway Models A-Class. So it's a lovely addition to my fleet. So now I have an A-Class, a 181 and a 121. And I can see there's going to be a 141 in my future as well. So here it comes again. So it is a lovely little model, very well detailed. So hopefully sometime in the future I'll be upgrading it to a sound chip. But I really don't fancy taking that body off again. there we go. That's the Murphy's model Class 181 Irish Rail. Great little model, great little weight to it. All-wheel drive, all-wheel pickup. Pulls quite a hefty load. Love this model. Big thank you to my kids for getting this for me for my birthday. So leave any questions or comments you've got down below. Don't forget to check out my channel members, which will be scrolling down here. And I'll pop another video here and here with the subscribe button in the middle, and a thumbs up too would be great. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.